Hey. Hey. You got kids? Yo, you remember your kid was little and they would drink something, they'd be like, no matter what it was, they would drink and be like, that just came up with me with the A. Anyway, hey, what's going on? It's your boy Samin. I'm the host of the Sam Myers Show. I want to thank y'all for hanging out with me today for a little bit. Had a couple of things on my mind. Some stuff came up for me. Some stuff came up. A few things. First off, it's freezing. It's literally freezing cold, and I I keep my I we have a battle. It's like a man and a woman, and my daughter's always on my side no matter what. And this is not even serious, but this is the temperature in the house. My girlfriend will walk around fully dressed like she's ready to like go somewhere. I walk around like I live in Manhattan with free heat, right? Except my heat is not free. And my bill this month for like a 650 square foot apartment was like three and change. No, 289, almost three, 289. She had a fit. She was like, "What? You can't just run the heat all day." I'm like, "It can't be freezing cold outside all day. I have to." Why do you care? You know, and we have those are like our issues. I'm like, why does it even matter? I pay the PSA&G. What? But it's money for the money for the family means that I don't have to walk around with a sweater and a hat. Like she literally looks like at any moment anything could happen and she could be prepared. I'd have to then go and put pants on and a shirt. It's not like I'm walking around naked, but I'm definitely not walking around dressed to go outside. But that's the difference. So my right now is 77, and it's still like could use an extra two. Did you just 79? I could unzip. You know, I could unzip, but other than that, it's a little chilly. So anyway, I wanted to talk about the injections, right? The vaccine is in town. The vaccine is here. It is here. It'll be here soon. They're talking about we could be getting it sooner than we think. And you know, there's been a conversation about. Well, I've been clear. Like, I'm not interested in taking it. I'm not anytime soon. I'll take it when you take it, and your mama take it. You know, when some other people take it, I'll take it because other than that, I'm like, eh. And it's become this thing where black people are now starting to say we're good. It's becoming a thing. Like, we're good. We're gonna wait a while. We'll let that happen. And that's been challenged. Not like it's some real battle, but it's been challenged a little bit. That idea of like, why is it that you won't take this? Why would that be? You know, I don't know if you saw not too long ago, Bill Gates. I want to say his wife is named Laura, but that could just be. I know that's Bush's wife. Maybe I'm just thinking presidential wife woman name ish. So, but his wife was like, you know, these people need to get it first, and it was from the heart. It appeared to me that it was coming from the heart. She was like really being sincere. But I'm good. I wait. You know, I've been on a list of things and people, and I've been a person who's waited. Put me in the back. Put me in the back of the bus on that one. Put me in. You don't seem to have a problem with that. You could put me on the back of the bus on that one. My mic is going in the wrong direction, so I keep turning my neck in a way I don't like. So let me see if I could maneuver this right now live. Like I couldn't figure this out before I got on, and I did it. All right, let's see what we got here. 1 2 1 2. Okay, that sounds a lot better. So I wanted to come up with something other than like we're just not going to take it because we're blacks and we don't trust America. And why would we not? We have no reason to not trust America, right? So then I heard this white woman was saying something about not trusting, and it was really great how she stated it. She was like, "Well, there's no cure to AIDS. It's been around for 30 years or 40 years." She said the years. I think it was 30 years, 20 something years. There's no cure for the flu shot, the flu. There's no cure to. She ran down a list of things that there's no cures to. And it's been years. Why would there be a cure for this virus that had just come out? Why would we be in a race to take the cure? She touched on very scientific statements. You couldn't argue with what she was saying. It was like, oh, I understand that. And so I said, oh, I need some science. I need some time. And I don't have, I'm not going to have science, but I have some things. I had to look up some stuff. I was like, well, I need some facts. I can't just be like, yo, I'm just some ignorant dude that just like, I don't trust America, period. Although, right, real talk, that's enough for me. Me saying that, knowing what I know, I don't have to convince anybody, right? But this is it. So there's a doctor. He's a long time dead. He invented the vaginal speculum. Speculum. I had to work on the word. It was like, is that speculum? Women would know this perfectly. I have no clue, right? But I know what it is. But it's not something I've ever experienced. Speculum. I'll just, without being disrespectful, it's just, the device. His name is Marion Sims, S-I-M-S. He's known as the father of the GYN. He's the person who invented the most useful tool ever. He wrote about it. He invented it. He's also known as the person who performed surgery on enslaved women. I'm going to say enslaved black women just to make sure that we're not thinking just enslaved women. Enslaved black women without anesthesia. Like he would take babies away, right, and keep them and run surgeries and experiments on these children. He wrote about all of this. This is all there. It's all in his books. You can even Google. You can Google him and he'll come up. And the information is there. Now, this is all in a world where enslaved women, we were enslaved. When I say we, people of color. And it was an attack on the color, right? So because of the color and the fear of getting beat to death, so we worked. There's a conversation that was created about our ability to handle and tolerate pain. That was the ongoing conversation because of what the setup was. They don't need that much sleep. They can work in the sun. They don't feel pain. And that was what they used to speak to the people, because all people weren't okay with what was happening. But that was the language. Oh, okay, well, they can stay out all night. They can stay up all night from sun up to sundown. Like, when is sun up to sundown? You can work from sun up to sundown. You like working all day long. When do you sleep? When do you not? And so they treated this group of people terribly. That doctor, he invented the vaginal speculum. I'll keep doing this. I'm going to stop doing that because it's silly. Right. So that was one. And I was like, well, that's a reason for women to be untrusting. Like, you're running experiments on us and you're mistreating us. But what about the men? Tuskegee syphilis experiment. Now, any of the stuff I'm saying, I'm not an expert in any of this. But these are things that exist. They're written. They're written because they're written like this. This is the good thing to do at the time. The Tuskegee syphilis experiment, Bill Clinton apologized. This is the first time I heard a public apology from someone of the United States. He apologized for the United States for turning a blind eye on how they mistreated these men for over 40 years. And again, right? So when I say I'm not interested in taking it, not because I'm concerned with that there's something in the vaccine itself that might be harmful to me. I'm going to be deadly clear. I'm not interested in taking it because I have it that they would put something in it for my black self. Why wouldn't they? And you might say, why would they? Why wouldn't they? And why wouldn't me having a concern about that be legitimate? That's a legitimate concern. I don't know what's in the well. I'm not sure what's in the well, but I'm thirsty and I want to drink. This is America. Like, this is like America. And it's the land of the free, the home of the brave, United States. It's so much brilliance here, but it's also some psychotic, intentional, hurtful actions. And I don't want to be a part of the 40-year from now story. I'll be 80 something and they reveal the works that were written up or how they wanted to do certain things to a certain group of people. Mainly this group of people that look like me. It's happened. It has happened. And there's many more. I mean, I'm not a historian. I know about films. I know about docs. I know some things. I know a couple things. But when I start to like really think about what has been done and what is okay, because nothing happens after. Nothing happened to. They didn't run that guy, the doctor, off. They didn't run him away. They didn't put anybody in prison. They didn't do it. Nothing happens because it's okay to do certain things to certain people. I mean, I know that. I've done things to people that I know I could get away with. You know what I mean? So when we're thinking about this vaccine, when I'm looking at the idea of taking it and I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm really good. I'm really good. And I live they talk about doing it by zip codes. I live in a affluent zip code. I'm the only black one here. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, we know exactly who you. Not that they would target me, but I don't put it past them. So that's the black issue. Then there's the other issue. There's the medical issue. Like don't you think that was a little quick? 8 months ago, it didn't exist, and now we got a cure. What's in it? I understand all of that, but I accept that, and I raise you. I don't want it because of who I am. And I'm doing the old school old lady rub hand thing. Like, that's why. And that's a real thing to me. And I don't see how that's not legit. I don't see how me saying that is something that's not legit. And that's facts. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to come in today and talk a little bit about that because it came up yesterday. It came up yesterday. And I had I was talking with a friend, always talking to friends, and she asked me seriously, like, Sammy, do you really believe that would actually happen? Do you really, like, in your heart of heart believe? And I said, of course I do. And knowing what you know in the time you've been alive, she's in her 50s. Knowing what you know, what you've learned, what you've read, what you've heard, what you've seen, can you actually put it past America for that to be a possibility, just a possibility, like 5%. If somebody said, if you walk out your door right now, it's 5% chance you are not walking back in. I might stay home. I mean, 5% it's not 2%. 2% is like whatever. 5%, 8%, you might stay home. I think I might stay home on that day that they're giving out the shots. I mean, I could guarantee you my daughter would too. I don't know. My girlfriend sometimes she'd be iffy. She'd be like, I don't know what you talk about. I don't know. But anyway, I want to thank y'all for hanging out with me just a little bit. I know this was a short one. This is short, is it? I can't even see the time. Yeah, it's like 13 minutes. That's short. Just wanted to hang out a little bit and just talk about what was going on in my head around this, because it's coming. The vaccine is coming, and they're saying that it's going to be here soon, sooner than we think. And people they're starting to figure out who's it going to. That's if you watch the news, they're talking quietly about who's it going to. Okay, so the first, what do you call the people who are first service, the nurses and the doctors and the police people? What are the first responders? I get that. Then who? See the old lady? They gave it to the old lady, 90, in the UK. Because if she dies, what happens? What really happens? So, if she bugs out, she's 90. And if you're 90, that's good. I don't know any. Oh, I do know of a black person that's 90. But I don't know, like that type of those are like banana numbers to me. But that's a safe bet. But I'm 46 years old. Like I said, I'm definitely on the downward of my midlife, right? I'm 30 years. Give or take, but don't take, give, right? But I'm not interested in all the extras. So we'll see. I want to be on the bottom of the list. I'm thinking travel 2022. I mean, travel, people are traveling. I'm not stopping anybody's flow. But I'm just definitely like, if it's not mandatory, I'm good. I'm good. I want to go when there's been a vaccine, some people have been injected, people are normal. There's no crazy side effects. Rest in peace to Debo. Debo, the character Debo, who had COVID, but didn't die from COVID, but died from some of the issues that his body suffered from when it had COVID. So it doesn't actually get credited to COVID, but his body was impacted, infected his lungs, and he died from something with his lungs. So, but that's Debo. And if you don't know who Debo is, it's your fault. You know, you should know who Debo is. Everybody should know who Debo is. Everybody. It's just an impossibility that you don't know who Debo is. But rest in peace. He died yesterday. All right. Take fantastic care. Love your daughters. Love your sons too. Take good care. I don't know. I had a cousin, my little cousin is schooling me right now. He's like, yo, dude, you need to engage with people. You need to be on. I look at the screen. My screen is right here. I don't see anything. I see nothing. I see no comments. And when I start tapping on buttons, it blinks off a little bit, and I'm like, okay, I'm good. I don't want to know what that is. And then I'll tap on another button, and I'm looking again. I'm like, no, see, I'm not sure what's happening. That's me. And then I'm done. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to run off. So if I get my phone, why am I yelling? I'm going to get my phone right now and see if I have somebody who will engage with me. Possibly, maybe. I don't know. I'm going to look right now. As you can see, I was looking on my Stash, that Stash app. I was thinking about Airbnb is public now, so you could buy some Airbnb if you wanted to. Let me see what's happening. I'm actually live and seeing this on my phone live right now. Hey, that's my people. Why are you laughing? Hey, I'm going to engage with you. What's going on, Amber? I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm scared. I really am. I'm a grown man. I'm like, wait, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to figure out how to get it on here so I can pull it up on the screen. I've seen it, but I don't know how to do it. I'm going to learn. I see you with the emojis. Are you still on it? Are you still live right now? I don't know. Okay, so listen. Take fantastic care. Stay warm. All right, I'm getting up off this, Jack. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Peace. Love your daughter. Don't forget to love you like you would forget. You wouldn't forget to do that. It's one of the most important things ever. All right, and do something nice for yourself.